Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Starcraft 2. I am Zoronden, and this is Heart of the Swarm. Yes, indeed it is. Let's go ahead and introduce those combatants. In the bottom left corner is going to be Mazab. This is actually UCAP's Jigosep. He is playing on a different account at the moment. So Jigosep. And in the bottom right corner, coming in the blue Terran, is going to be cMotoK. 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 cMotoK is what I'm going to call him because I like MoToK. Let's go ahead and bring up that production tab. And this is officially my first cast on Heart of the Swarm. So hopefully we can get around those rough edges and everything should go smooth. And of course, I'm hoping to see some nice Heart of the Swarm units today. Of course, just being so early in Heart of the Swarm right now, a lot of players are still trying to figure out, you know, what's left, what's right in all these new units, all these new build options that are going on. A lot of the old build orders and build patterns are, you know, they're all still viable. They just have been changed a little bit, and you got to do things a little different. And so you got to find those sweet spots, because the new units mess things up just a little bit, and the upgrades and all that kind of stuff. One of the big ones is you can research burrow right away off of a hatchery. You do not need a lair anymore to do that. So it's little things like that that have really changed the game as a whole, even though it's the same familiar StarCraft that we're all used to. Little banter going down between the players, or at least from Jigosep. I'm not sure if cMotoK is... Yeah, okay. How did I decide to say that? MoToK? cMotoK? MoToK? I believe it's MoToK. Mazov, or Jigosep doing a little searching on Wikipedia. They're the same. One and the same. There we do have a fast expand before pool, so that's a very simple, very familiar build order there. Ooh, and is that... oh, then wall-off is barely on there. Very nice move by cMotoK. Getting that wall-off up. Mouthful of words today, guys. Sorry. Also, as this game still is ramping up... Ooh, we do have Reapers on the way. And I love that that's now... I can do this. Oh, this is so cool. I love that. It is Saturday, and it is March 16th. So I hope you're watching MLG Dallas. That is, I think it's Winter Championships right now. I don't remember what it is. Anyways, MLG's on right now. Please go watch that after you watch this. It's very good to support MLG in esports, and obviously there are some amazing players out there doing some really good games. There are a few actual upsets on day one. So go check that out. Lots of fun. You should definitely enjoy that. And, of course, we do have this Reaper moving across the map. Obviously going to start trying to do some harass here. The Reapers aren't as strong as they used to be, but they're quick, they can heal, and they don't need a reactor, or, excuse me, a tech lab to be built. So they're getting out a lot quicker and trying to do harass, but they do have to retreat. They can't nuke down buildings. They don't really do much damage to buildings anymore. So... Unfortunately, it did weaken them in that regard, but I think in the long run, Reapers are much better off, and we're going to actually see them in big games like these, and even in tournaments possibly, just because they now have so much more viability. Obviously, the combat drugs is very useful for them. You'll watch this guy is going to start healing up here in just a second. Yep, there he goes. He's now healing by himself, not doing anything, but just letting that happen. And, ooh. I am getting a bit of lag spikes. I'm going to close MLG down. Don't need to be... Oh, have that open while I'm casting. Not necessary. Just an Overlord sitting there being happy. Jigosep wanting to get all the vision out. We do have an expansion coming down for cMotoK. Actually, a second one. He just finished the natural. And a factory as well. We may be very well seeing some fire Hellion bats. What are those called? Hellbats. There it is. Might very well be seeing some Hellbats on the field. That is a very common unit with Heart of the Swarm. It is very powerful, nearly overpowered. I mean, it's riding a fine line right there. So it'll be interesting to see how those fit into the system if they get nerfed or anything like that in future patches. We'll obviously keep an eye on that. And I'm still getting a few frame drops. I'm not sure what's going on. Sorry, I'm going to close a few more things here, guys. Sorry about that, Panda across the whole map. We do have a third under attack by those Reapers, and you can see really how little damage they do to buildings now. This thing is just not taking very much damage. They're actually keeping it right about the same health level. They can't actually take it down any. The Queen's going to move in very slowly, but because they're ranged now, they're going to obviously chase off those Reapers. And they've been ranged for a while. That's not something new for Heart of the Swarm. But now he knows those Queens are in the main here, and he's going to take this advantage and go in here and start working on some drones. Unfortunately, the Lings are right there, and he needs to get away from those Lings. They're going to mess him up a little bit, and Reapers are going to go ahead and jump down there and get away. You may have seen a little cut there. For some reason, I had a video player open. I didn't realize it was open, so... Did Mazov, or did Jigosep just kill one of his own drones? I think he just killed one of his own drones with the Queens. Whoops. That wasn't on purpose. So, more Reapers. Ooh, Widow Mines coming in. These are very fun. I like Widow Mines. Obviously, they burrow, and they can shoot a missile off. I think they get one every 45 seconds. 40 seconds. So close. And if these Lings come down here, they're going to take so much damage. And there, are, in fact, are some Hellions. So we are getting a Heart of the Swarm... We are getting a lot of units from Heart of the Swarm if he does research transformation for his Hellions here. At the moment, they are just regular Hellions. You'll note that they cannot transform unless he researches that upgrade at the Tech Lab, which I don't even think he has a factory with the Tech Lab. However, he has 3 more barracks on the way, so probably not going to see any Hellbats for now. But Hellions and Reapers with a few Widow Mines down here going to cause a lot of damage. However, he does bring a Spore Crawler down, which is going to allow him to see the Widow Mines here. He lost something to the Widow Mines because they did fire. Queen's going to go to work here, but it's got to be careful. The Widow Mine's going to back off. Very nice. More Queens coming in. And they're going to still continue to try and work on these Widow Mines. That one's almost ready to fire. It's going to burrow here and get a missile off. Oh, it does get the burrow, and there goes a missile, and oof, one Queen gets sauced. The other one taking quite a bit of damage. In fact, only sitting at 10 hit points. There's a nice transfuse to get it back up to health. Metabolic boost is now done for Jigosep. And the harassment by cMotoK still happening here. He does not want to let up here. He wants to keep this pressure on Jigosep and keep him on his heels. All right. Everything going wrong today, guys. My landlady stopped by for rent, so that's taken care of. That's good. Anyways, let's get back to this game and... kind of calm down for the moment. We do have an Overseer out here. That is a good call by Jigosep. Want to be taken out. Ooh, another Widow Mine gets that missile off. Nice transfuse yet again. Hellions and Reapers going to come in, defend that. They're going to take out that Queen. Unfortunate loss by Jigosep. Didn't really want to do that, and that Widow Mine almost went down. The Lings are going to go ahead and take chase, and if cMotoK does not defend it, he's going to lose that Widow Mine. Lings are going to move in here. The Hellions doing lots of damage to the Lings. The Widow Mine does indeed go down. Lots of Hellions going, or Lings going down, though, due to those Hellions. One Reaper went down as well. The last Reaper is going to go ahead and attack. Wait, no, he pulled back. I was going to say, no reason to throw that unit away. And cMotoK now sitting on a third as well. So definitely happy with his economy, and Jigosep now also having that third. He's had that for a while. I don't know why I decided to just mention that, but he's going to go and establish a fourth now as well, which this Widow Mine very likely might find. He's definitely on the patrol route to do that, in fact. Probably hoping to get there and burrow and kill off an expanding drone. Unfortunately, just a few seconds late on that, and not going to be able to do that today. He is going to go ahead and burrow, though, and any drones transferring up there are going to get the bad end of the stick. A couple Lings going to go out for scouting, and some Banelings coming on in. Very nice. That Ling is going to go down easily to that Reaper. One-on-one. It is definitely a Reaper's day to shine. Another one going to go out, though, and what is he going to try and kill the Reaper, but definitely not going to be able to do it with Hellions there. I don't think he could have done it alone. You need about 2, maybe 3 Lings to take out a Reaper, not one at a time. That's definitely not going to do it since the Reaper's frickin' heal. So, not going to work out for him today. And both players just at the meantime, that's interesting. Both players in the meantime just kind of gathering their resources and building their armies. This is very strange spots for supply depots. I get it if he's trying to wall off, and that's a decent idea. But then why put this one here? I don't know. I'd put them back in my base somewhere safer because, again, they are just supply depots. But if you lose them, you might regret putting them there. We'll have to see how that goes down. The Widow Mine just sitting there, no kills on it, just having its day. I was hoping maybe to see some Vipers or something. We do have a Spire just about to finish, so we may see some Mutas, some Vipers, maybe some Broodlists. Broodlists. Wow, I've been playing the campaign too much. Brood Lords. One thing I've noted a lot with the play for Zerg in Heart of the Swarm is they don't have to rush for Brood Lords anymore, which is really nice. You see often Zerg doing a lot more options earlier in the game. The early burrow, obviously, I think is going to come into play later. That could really help with some roach harass. I think getting some of the tunneling claws for roaches with the early burrow could definitely throw things in the mix a little bit for the Zerg. So, you know, we'll see. Obviously, the Zerg unit is later in the build order, or both of them, I guess, are a little later in the build order. But the Swarm Host is definitely helping with a little earlier aggression for the Zerg. That is just Lair Tech unit right there, the Swarm Host. I believe it requires the Infestation Pit to be constructed. Pretty sure it does. It doesn't show it, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Either way, cMotoK is looking to move out here. He's got a sizable force, loading a few units up into those speedy medevacs, using that speed boost ability that they have now. And he's going to get in there, clear out a few tumors in the meantime. Quite a few Banelings rolling in. Definitely got the hooks there. And oh my god! So many Banelings destroyed by Widow Mines. Holy cow, I have never seen that before. That was definitely something new. We got a drop coming in at the 4th, as well as the main force moving in on the 3rd. The group of the 4th has been cleaned up. The drop here in the main just having a time, sitting around. A few Banelings moving in. Nice spread by cMotoK, not allowing those Banelings to get their maximum worth. The Lings, however, are going to move in and start doing serious damage, but the Lings are starting to go down. A few more reinforcements coming in for Jigosep, but he has to back off, not able to take out this force at the moment. So many troops are going down there. The medevacs load up and get the heck out of there. Now the attack at the main has gone down using Stim, getting in there. Quite a few drones vulnerable here. They're not backing off either. Ling's coming in, going to clean up this drop, but not going to kill it. The medevac's going to grab him up, speed out of there. And he is, of course, going to spot the greater Spryer right here. And he's going to move out with that group. We do have the other two retreating medevacs now coming in, and they may drop in Jigosep's main while this one drops on the 4th. And definitely there comes the drop on the 4th. The Queen going to go to work, but not going to be enough. Going to have to move out his troops. Here come the Lings. That's about all Jigosep has on the field right now. And if he wants to win this game, he's going to need something more than Lings. I'm kind of surprised this group didn't engage at the same time. That obviously would have been a valuable thing to do. The medevac actually got out with quite a few units, so he's going to do another drop here. And the army's going to be drawn back up. And still, there go those two. They are speeding into the main right now. That drop is completely killed off with Fungal. But this drop now is happening in the main. And he's going to definitely go get some drone kills here. And where is that army? Here comes the army. Lings moving in. I would expect the no infestors going to come in. And this drop is going to be pretty much cleaned up, except for the fact that it isn't. Holding off fairly well here. cMotoK doing definite good damage to those Lings. Killed quite a few more Lings than probably were needed. If one Fungal would have really cleared that up. But in the meantime, the 3rd goes down to cMotoK coming in, and he is continuing to clean up creep tumors. Lings and Banelings moving in. Widow Mine's completely vulnerable, not burrowed, going off. A few more Banelings getting in there, and the Marines are running for their lives. Quite a few go down to those Banelings. Not quite the good spread as he had that first time. Another base being established by Jigosep here, quite vulnerable. Broodlords now in the field, going to start causing a lot of issues for cMotoK. And right now, he just has Marauders really here. He's going to need to back off, as these Broodlords are going to start causing him some serious concern. We got Broodlord and Fester, and that is always a dangerous, dangerous combination. Do have some units, though, coming in here. Going to hit this 4th up yet again, and some long-range droning going on. Here come units, but they're moving really slow compared to what they used to. A bunch of changelings here. Not sure why they're here. The Corruptor is not going to be able to do much. Coming a few Infestors, but they aren't going to do too much either. Not even going to drop a Fungal. One Marauder just going to party with them. Takes out an Infestor. Infested Terran come down. They're going to quickly clean this up, I would expect. Yes, indeed. But the hatchery still goes down, unfortunately. And Jigosep taking lots of damage on this attack. This hatchery has gone down as well, losing so many units on so many fronts. cMotoK just doing a great job of cleaning up bases. Unfortunately, he doesn't have many Marines here, but the Broodlords are getting picked off. There just weren't as many Broodlords as Jigosep needed to have. And a couple low-energy Infestors not going to be able to do much up here either. And unfortunately, just about everything up here is going to get cleared out. Jigosep just not having what he needs. So many drones going down. Just such a massacre of drones right now. Another Broodlord canceled and killed. Another one canceled and killed. Quite a few Lings attempting to morph in here. Unfortunately, they're going to get slaughtered as they morph out here. A few moving in from behind, getting a nice little flank. A Broodlord moving in as well. He's going to do some considerable damage. Actually, quite a few of those Lings get out of there and now return for the attack. A nice return attack by Jigosep. These reinforcements doing a decent job for him. He's actually going to clean this up. Wow. That was a heck of a battle by cMotoK, and he's done some serious, serious damage. 2 mineral patches in Jigosep's main. His natural is nearing death, and obviously losing his 4th over here, which he needs to reinforce now. His Ultralisk Cavern's in trouble of dying as well. He's going to need to get a Overlord over there and drop some creep on it, or just let it get damaged a bunch while that hive builds. But unfortunately, Jigosep is in some serious concern here. We do have some Ultralisks on the field now. That nice new Toras skin from the Collector's Edition, whether you got digital or physical. I really like that skin. It's pretty freaking cool. As you guys know, I'm an Ultralisk fan, so glowing red Ultralisks with more spikes is very nice. And oh my gosh, what a scary force. Look how many Widow Mines are coming in here. A big Bile Ball, but check it out. There are no Medivacs going on here. Overlord dropping creep in that base over there for cMotoK. Not going to do too much damage there with just creep. And this force is deadly. Widow Mines starting to spread out, starting to burrow in different locations. Ultralisk moving in there. And oof, does not want the Widow Mine sandwich as it is. Gonna move in here with his Ultralisk Baneling Ling battle here. And ooh, some nice Baneling plus. Taking out a good group of Marauders. Just not enough quite yet. And this is a tiptoes battle here. A couple Widow Mines, those are definitely a threat. You always have to be conscious of those. Ooh, both missiles only taking out 3 combined Zergling, not the effect cMotoK wanted there. Jigosep moves in, cleans those up with 1 Ultralisk, couple Lings. And here it comes. This may be the final engagement. The Widow Mines caught out of position. None of them got a shot off. The Ultralisks and Lings going to work on this group. They finally do have Medivacs in there, and the Lings are gone. The Ultralisks, all that remain. That is not a good engagement for Jigosep. Manor Mules coming down. Do not like seeing that. And cMotoK may just take this game as Jigosep's army is gone, and indeed that is the case. Congrats to cMotoK. I want to thank Jigosep for sending this game in. That was definitely a good game. Some great action there at the end. And I always like to give props to the player who sends in a losing game. You probably learn more from having someone else cast your losing game than your winning game. But it's more fun to watch yourself win. Whatever the case is, thanks to Jigosep for sending that in. Thanks, guys, for tuning in to my first Heart of the Swarm cast. I'm super excited to get back into the swing of things now that I have finished my ST Wings of Liberty speedrun. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for today. Please do thumbs up and subscribe so I can bring you more Starcraft 2, more Heart of the Swarm action. I have been Zoronden, and I will catch you all on the other side.